In case you're new here, I'm Ellie and this is Luke. 4 years ago, we purchased an abandoned homestead property in North Idaho and have been building an off-grid cabin ever since. Then, in July of 2024, we purchased a home on acreage, also in North Idaho, and have moved out there in hopes of creating a self-sufficient farm and homestead. Make sure to subscribe and follow along on our journey.
We're going to see about cleaning up some little rubbish piles we've got laying around the property. This is the bigger one. We're not going to do that today. We might wait till we get a little bit of snow so we don't burn down the neighborhood. But we also got a couple other small ones around the property that we're going to see if we can get to burn. Got a little bit of rain in the last few days, so might be kind of wet. I think knock them loose a little bit, stir them up with little orphan Yanny. Check the fuel on this in a very long time. Should probably do that. There's something in there. I don't have to do much with it, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Got some wood. We need to get more, but we'll get there. We've made a lot of progress on the fence, and I think today Luke's fired up the Yanny, as you can hear, and we're gonna maybe try to burn some scrap. I think it's wet enough; it should be fine. What happened since I picked up the camera? Like I said, Luke went and got some wood, and we've been running our wood stove, which has honestly been amazing. I was really concerned how that was gonna work when we bought this property and this house. The wood stove's been fantastic. It's totally overkill. It's like a 1,500, 1,300 square foot house. This wood stove that we have is meant for something like 3 times that. That's okay. It means it heats the house up really well. Our power bill's actually gone down in the last month because we haven't turned on the in-floor heating at all. So that's awesome. That makes me feel so much better going into winter. We just gotta make sure to get enough wood. Obviously, this is not enough. Luke went to the National Forest, I think, and got wood. We're gonna need more. So this will get us through for a little bit, but we gotta eventually go back and find a better source or get something delivered. I'm not sure. The fence is nearly complete. The actual fencing portion is done. We just need to get the gates in, and I think, no, there's a gate somewhere. Ah, there it is. There's the other gate. So the way our fence works is we'll have 2 entrances. One will be like a big gate that's meant for whatever reason we gotta back a trailer in, back a vehicle in, I don't know. And then the other set of gates will be like a smaller gate, so I can just bring the horse in and out. And as you can see, it doesn't reach, so this is where the shorter gate will be. So I don't know, he's gonna put something here to hold this gate in, so when I'm going in and out with the horse, I can just open the little gate. But I'm gonna go show you where the other gate's gonna go. Hopefully the neighbors don't see me walking around with a big camera, because I feel very self-conscious influencing in the wild. This is where the other gate goes, and ideally I'd like to find a 16-foot gate. They're kind of hard to find though, and they're kind of expensive. So it might be 2 8-foot gates, kind of like how we did at our off-grid cabin. But this gate won't really open a whole lot. Katie, do not go over there. For whatever reason we got to bring a truck in or back a trailer in, it can come in this way, but otherwise we'll probably just keep it locked and we'll never use it. Come on everyone, creatures. It's fenced in, it's basically ready. We do have to figure out a water trough and then the hay, but that can happen later. It kind of wiggled that time. Bandit, are you just as freaked out as I am? Yes, you are. I don't know if the tractor's supposed to be doing that. So that Yanmar tractor, like, it works. Sometimes it doesn't, works better than other times. Sometimes I get a little nervous when Luke's driving it. But it's the tractor we have, so it's what we use. We're actually gonna do burn today, but we're just kind of trying to round up the loose everything, pull out the stumps we can, and yeah, trying to maybe burning. There he goes. There he goes. This reminds me when we burned all those piles at the cabin. Mm-hmm. It's so smoky because it's smoke. Probably. Alright, she'd be burning. So we're burning this to get rid of just some of the brush and bark and old wood, because we'd like to make this space a little more usable. Right now, we can't really do a whole lot with it. We'll probably have to take these trees out too, and then pull the big stumps out. Little orphan Yanny only got us so far. So when we bought the property, we have now discovered that there is a giant pile of sand here. Oh yeah, it was a door. There's a little latch. If you want to burn it, that's good with me.
Huh?
So if you want to burn it, that's good with me. I feel like I need to show this so people don't.
Yeah, we're safe.
Oh, Bandit, is it too much for you? Found this old chair on the back of the property, and it always kind of creeped me out for some reason, so I just want to get rid of it. Get rid of the bad juju. I don't know, it was just sitting back there, and it always kind of weirded me out.
This thing has been fighting me all day. Fuck! This is like a skull.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Refuses to let me burn it. Oh. God damn it.
burning all day. I've been inside editing. Luke ran to the store, and it's my job to actually... Luke ran to the store, and I'm just making sure the fire isn't getting out of control. It's basically smoldering, so I'm going to use my new net flashlight to make sure the forest isn't on fire. Come on, Bandit. See? Handy that this thing is so bright. Hello, kitty. Well, happy to report the forest is not burning down. We decided to just tear down the fence because it doesn't work very well. Anyways, Bandit was crawling through it, it's falling apart, and we will replace it at some point with something much better. Really quick before we get any further, I just want to give a quick thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Vitomin. We've talked a lot about different power stations on this channel, and we're always on the lookout for the next best affordable power station option to talk to you guys about. This is the Vitomin Flash Speed 1000, and it's a really good addition to your power station collection. In our new home up here in North Idaho, power outages are a real thing. We probably get them, I don't want to say regularly, but it's not uncommon to get one like every few weeks up here, especially more so in the winter or when we have really bad storms. So the Flash Speed 1000 is really easy to just pull it out, charge it up, and have it ready to go if we know a storm is coming. This unit, when plugged into conventional power, can actually be completely charged in about 70 minutes, making it 37% faster than other power stations in this price range. And as you can see here, it's got 4 different types of ports with 12 outlets all together. So it's got AC, DC, USB-A, and of course USB-C. So you're pretty much covered for whatever you gotta plug into this, whether it's just something simple as just charging your cell phone. For example, you could charge a cell phone about 74 times with one of these, so giving you more than enough power for that in case power goes out. You can also run household items. We could run things like a portable freezer for up to 3 hours. It would even keep our TV running for 7 hours if we really decide to watch TV during a power outage, which you never know. And it's a pretty standard size for a power station. It's got these really nice, built-in handles, which is great. There's even a bright light on the back. It's got different settings. The SOS one's always handy. You just never know when you're gonna need it. This model also has kind of a neat built-in storage box. It's got all the cables, but you can put whatever you wanted in here. It's just kind of handy. And now what we're seeing with a lot of power stations is the ability to buy add-on batteries, and Vitomin is one of those. They've created additional extra batteries that you can purchase that effectively doubles the battery capacity. So if with just one extra battery, you can double the Flash Speed 1000 capacity from 828 watt hours to 2,376 watt hours. And as always, this has LiFePO4 batteries. We won't even consider a power station at this point unless it has this technology. It's just that much better. So these batteries are able to be charged about 3,000 times. That's an estimated 10 years of daily use, which is 6 times longer than the industry average. So if you are interested, check the link in the description to get a Flash Speed 1000 for yourself. Vitomin has some really great holiday sales going on, so be sure to check it out.
Well, so I've been sick for a couple of days. I don't know what I caught, just some crud that's going around, but I'm kind of feeling to the point now where instead of just lying on the couch or in bed all day, I can get up, move around. I went and, got some groceries this morning, picked up some raw honey from a local supplier, which was nice. So yeah, I'm just gonna put groceries away and maybe tidy up a little bit, see how I feel. So yeah, come along. Life in the morning of me being sick. I did not think I would love the wood stove as much as I do. We grew up with a wood stove, but it wasn't like the main source of heat. It was just like a fun thing. And then when I first moved to Idaho, we had a wood stove before I met Luke. And I think the wood stove either just sucked or the wood that I had wasn't well, it was like green, because I just remember like never being able to get a fire really going, and the place I lived in never really felt warm. But this wood stove is a beast. It's meant for a house like 3 times this size. So I'm really grateful whoever put this in. It did not obviously come, this is a manufactured home. It did not come with this, but I'm very grateful whoever put it in, put it in. The house still isn't unpacked, and it probably won't be for a while, but that's okay. So I don't think I'll have the time or the energy to prep it today, but a lot of what I got at the store is just stuff to make like a roast with. We've got pork roast we need to eat. And then I always like to prep things like breakfast sandwiches ahead of time. And I make it all from scratch, like I make the bread and everything. And I've been on a homemade bagel kick lately. I'm not doing very good, but I'm on it. So I've been trying to make like cheddar jalapeno bagels. Made them a couple times, and I get a little bit better each time, you know. But like I make homemade English muffins. We've never really showed that side to our YouTube channel. So if that's something you're interested in, kind of the more natural, healthy lifestyle cooking stuff, just let me know and we can start filming it more. I've just never done it. Also, potatoes were on sale at Super One. They were like $1.89 for a bag. I should have got more, but if you're at the Super One, good deal right now. And our kitchen organization still kind of leaves a lot to be desired. It's work in progress. We're getting there. One of the things I really like about living in Idaho is if you want to find local, healthy, organic food, you can. Like I picked up, this is a gallon of raw honey, and I picked it up this morning. I did pay $85 to have them in glass jars, or it was like $75 in plastic, and I figured I like glass more, why not? When I did the math, I was buying one of these at the Super One, and this is still raw wildflower honey too, but this is from Washington, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just figured like if I could just buy it locally, why not? Does anyone else just never clean their cutting board unless there's raw meat on it? Because that's what I do. Also, I've been kind of back on my sourdough. It's fine. Sourdough kick. I'm not very good at it, and I don't listen to any of the rules, which is probably why my sourdough never turns out. But I am getting better. Like this is my second loaf that I did, and like see, it kind of has the look, and there's like some holes in it. It's still pretty dense, but like I said, I am getting there, and I refuse to follow like the crazy, 15-hour process. I found a reel on Instagram of how somebody does it, and I've been kind of loosely following it. Sure. Like I said, all you sourdough purists out there, don't watch. Sourdough fed my ancestors, and they were literally, homesteaders who came over on a wagon train. Like on my mom's side of the family, they came to Montana over on a wagon train, and they brought the first house kit into the territory of Montana. Montana wasn't even a state yet. And they brought the first house build over, I guess. I don't think it was their house, but it was just like they brought it with them. I don't know about you, but I'm a fan of having stuff on in the background while I work. Sometimes it's an audiobook, and sometimes I just will binge a show on Netflix, but a lot of times I'll go into YouTube and I will try to find a channel that might be on a smaller side. I honestly prefer to watch smaller channels. Alright, I wasn't feeling good, so I went and lay down for a little bit, and I let this bad boy rise. Ooh, she's a little runny, but that's okay. Is the camera still rolling? Oh, that's so funny. Well, that was f***ing creepy. Bandit barked, or actually I don't know what made me check. And there was a black SUV. We live on a private road, but it's not uncommon to see a lot of cars coming and going that I don't recognize. And I went to the front of the house and looked through the window, and there was a black SUV with Washington plates, and I could tell they were Washington plates. Pulled over and was taking pictures of our house. So I tried to get a picture / video, but of course my stupid iPhone camera was so dirty, it's like super blurry, so I can't make out the license plate. So that was interesting. I got a video of it and I can like kind of tell what kind of car it is, but they took a picture, kind of pulled into the driveway, turned around and left. So that was fun. Huh. Anywho, guess I'll try to carry on. That was really creepy, huh? Huh, Bandit? I wish you were 10 times bigger. It's times like these I wish we had another Pyrenees. Well, looks like I'm not sleeping tonight. And do you think I remember to turn the camera on for any of it? No. And my starter made a big bubbly mess, so yay. So of course I am completely freaked out. So that's fun. Anyways, this has just been the trifecta today. Sick, house got canvassed, broke things. I don't know. I don't know if they were canvassing the house. There's a chance a lot of people come down this road on accident trying to get to another really popular road that we live nearby. So maybe somebody was just lost and pulled over and rolled down their window to look at their phone for directions. I don't know. Very odd. Kind of sad that we live in a time and era where like something like that makes me that suspicious. Like it shouldn't have to be like that. But oh well, it's kind of where we're at. A while ago, I had a bunch of fresh tomatoes courtesy of some in-laws. So I made homemade tomato soup and I froze the rest of it. So I'm gonna have that for dinner tonight, but I'm gonna cook it in a way that's not gonna cost me any money. I'm gonna show you. Just gonna let it defrost. Well, so I completely forgot about this. It's completely thawed though, which is great. So now I'm just gonna pour it in and ignore all the microplastics that I'm probably about to eat, but oh well. There was a slug in it. And I banged it against the wall and I think I smushed the slug. Blech. Well, I think that's where I will leave you for tonight. Hopefully we don't get broken into tonight after getting our house canvassed or whatever the heck happened. So yeah, just a day in the life of being sick at home. Now I'm gonna enjoy this bread and homemade soup.
After talking with Luke, we're now not sure what the car was doing out there. We think there's a good chance the car was just lost and had pulled over to the left side of the road and was looking up directions on their phone. However, it was a little weird because I could tell the car's window was down and it wasn't really a warm day. So, jury's still out. Our home is safe. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But yeah, still a little interesting. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.